Elsie is a roguelite action platformer from Night Shift Games, taking heavy inspiration from the Mega Man X series. In a high-tech future where natural disasters are mitigated by powerful androids called Guardians, something has seemingly corrupted each one and put the lives of millions at risk. You take control of Elsie, a new android specifically designed to bring the Guardians back in line and to get to the bottom of what caused their corruption in the first place. Elsie starts runs with a short-range automatic blaster, a ground smash from the sky, and 2 slots for special abilities, like a laser beam or assist drones. Movement and defensive options include wall kicking to climb the environment, an air dash with a very generous cooldown, and a parry with a timing-based counter, which applies damage to anything in your vicinity. Leveling up and opening chests will unlock upgrades that apply boosts and passive abilities like increasing fire rate or adding elemental damages. You'll also unlock and frequent safe rooms with shops to pump up your stats or swap in new weapons and spells with the goal of building synergies strong enough to bulldoze all opposition. Traversal and combat feels fluid. It's fun to just dash around and vie for positioning to defeat and avoid the variety of enemies blocking your path. Larger scale fights with more enemies or bosses can sometimes fill the screen with projectiles and hazards from both sides, which can be excitingly chaotic. Death just sends you back to the main hub, where you can spend earned currency to unlock a wider pool of possible upgrades for future runs, as well as some permanent passive abilities that even out a lot of the game's initial challenge. The procedurally generated levels and enemy encounters don't add as much variety to repeated runs as I would have liked. The scenarios spread across the several different biomes were never a slog, but progression can border on annoying. During a really good run, you can easily clear 2 to 3 biomes straight, each one ending with a final encounter against a small pool of stage-specific bosses, including the story-progressing Guardian boss fights. If you successfully clear multiple stages without seeing a Guardian, Elsie is forced back to home base to just start over, which is demoralizing when you were just practically invincible. I played through a dozen successful runs that ended this way, because my luck just didn't put mission-critical Guardian bosses at the end of my stages, and with no feature to shortcut back to specific stages, I was replaying the opening one constantly. Bosses overall feel a bit unbalanced. While some are woefully unprepared for the additional power Elsie brings into the fray, others seem to overcompensate and dish out screen-wide danger that's difficult to react to. Normal enemy encounters fare much better and offer a good variety of threats from all angles, and in configurations that make you stop and adjust, like shielded foes that need parry counters to break down their defenses. In a lot of ways, Elsie is a ton of fun. It's got a vibrant art style, great chiptune music, and complex action platforming. But there's a growing amount of games filling this Mega Man X-shaped hole in storefronts nowadays, and compared to titles like 30XX or Azure Striker Gunvolt, Elsie just doesn't stand out from the pack. The game's available now for $19.99 on PC, PlayStation 5, and Nintendo Switch.